Do you have a big or a small family?
I rather have a small family because I'm an only child, so I don't have any brother or sisters. But I have my parents and they're married, so we still live all together.
Okay, and how much time do you spend with your family?
I do spend a lot of time with them because we try to eat as much as possible together. The only moments we do not share is like when we work, so but we try to enjoy time together.
And how has your family influenced you?
I would say they influenced me because they basically offered me opportunities to study. So, of course, they never pressured me, but as they were helping me, this is the kind of way like to create influence because I needed to prove that I was capable and able to study for them.
Okay, now let's move on to talk about pens and pencils. Do you usually use a pen or a pencil?
I usually use pencils for drafts, but then I move to pen for more official documents.
Okay, and do you think using pencils or pen give an impressive writing layout?
Yes, because it makes your handwriting different, and I think even though we use a lot of computers and everything, handwriting is still important. So yes, I do think so.
Okay, and how would you feel if someone gave you a pen as a gift?
It depends on the pen, I would say, but I know that some are very expensive because they're like handmade and everything, so it could be a very nice gift.
Okay, now let's move on to talk about history.
Mhm.
When you were a child, did you enjoy learning history?
Yes, actually, it was one of my favorite courses at school. So uh, I was already interested in history.
Okay, and have you ever been to a museum to learn about history?
Yes, usually you go with schools, but my mother was also bringing me to some museums when I was a kid.
Okay, and when was the last time you read a book about history?
I think the last time was for my studies because actually I'm learning about migration history, so we have a lot of readings about the historical migrations.
Okay, this is the end of the first part. Now we move on to the second part. In the second part, I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 2 minutes. Before you talk, you have 1 minute to think about it and you can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes,
Okay, here you have paper
thank you.
and a pen,
Thank you.
and you have to describe an occasion where you promised someone.
Okay.
Your 1 minute starts now. Okay, your 1 minute is over. You can start speaking now.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about a promise I made during this summer. Actually, when I received my acceptation letter from my university, then I told my parents and I promised my father I will study at university again and I will do my best in studying and working for this final year of studies. And he helped me moving out, so I was yeah, I was hoping to prove him I was capable of doing this last year of master degree, and that moving to another city was worth it because it will be for my future to improve my knowledge, to basically learn more about a topic I'm interested in. So, and in the end, I think I managed to fulfill my promise because I'm going to validate this first semester and I will do an internship for the second one. So I think I fulfilled, yeah, this promise because it was a success at the beginning of this year.
Okay, do you want to add more information?
I think this promise was important for him because he didn't study in his life. So he's very impressed by studies in universities.
Okay, great. This is the end of the second part. Please hand me back the paper and the time and the time, please. Thank you. Now we move on to part 3. We've been talking about an occasion where you promised someone. Now I'd like to ask you some questions related to this. Do you think people are less committed to goals now than in the past?
I think it depends on the people you're looking at. Generally, we are a bit less pressured, I would say, than our parents or even grandparents because they were really, committed in order to have jobs, in order to have opportunities. So I think that nowadays some people tend to, not really complete and fulfill their promises. But others are also seeing promises as a way to, become entrepreneurs and to create new opportunities for themselves. So I guess it's half-half.
Okay, and what is the importance of commitment at work?
I think it's very important because when you are looking for someone, you always look for someone that you can trust and someone you can also rely on. And this is part of commitment because if the boss knows that he can rely on you, then you have more, I would say, higher chances being recruited because you show this image of someone who's definitely capable of commitment.
Okay, and do young people show commitment towards work if they are not paid well?
It's true, maybe wages and salaries can influence the way we are committed to work, for example. I would say that we need to be committed no matter the amount of money we will earn in the end. But maybe, yes, this can influence the level of commitment, especially with young people. Some are struggling, for example, with money issues, so it is an important criteria for them. So, but I think, yeah, commitment needs to be, applied no matter the salary you will receive.
Okay, and how can we teach young children to be committed to their goals and never give up?
I guess it starts at a young age. We need to basically share with them those values because some people sometimes were not told about them. So having, for example, at school, this frame in which young kids can learn that being committed in the end is worth it. Because usually people, they are not committed enough because they think it will not work in the end. But if you show them that no matter what happens, it's worth it, then they will tend to be more committed in the end.
Okay, thank you so much. This is the end of the speaking test. And have a great rest of the day.
Thank you, you too.
Do you want to know what band score you'll get in the Ielts speaking test? Perhaps you want to improve your performance and prepare yourself for the real test? Then why not book an online mock test with us that will last for 25 minutes? 12 minutes of the test itself and 13 minutes of comprehensive feedback, plus we'll give you useful tips on how to make your performance better. Remember, all our examiners are especially trained by British Council instructors. So, We know how to help you. Join us.